Money is not attracted only by effort. It's attracted by alignment. You've probably met people who seem to attract opportunities, clients, ideas, and income almost effortlessly. Meanwhile, others work harder and harder, but still feel stuck financially. The difference often isn't intelligence, luck, or even skills. It's daily habits. Not just financial habits like saving or investing, but mental and behavioral patterns that shape how you interact with money every single day. In this video, you'll discover 5 simple daily habits that can raise your money vibration. Habits that gradually change the way you think, decide, and act around wealth. These habits are not complicated, but when practiced consistently, they can completely transform your relationship with money. Let's begin. One of the biggest problems people face with money is something they rarely notice. They focus only on the external results, not the internal patterns. People say things like, "I need to make more money. I need a better job. I need a bigger opportunity." But very few people stop to examine the energy and behaviors they bring into their financial life every day. If your daily habits reinforce scarcity, stress, and avoidance, your financial reality will often reflect that. But if your habits reinforce awareness, confidence, and intentional action, your financial environment begins to shift. That's why raising your money vibration is not about magical thinking. It's about training your mind and behavior to operate at a higher financial level. And it starts with the small things you do every day. Let's talk about the first habit. The first habit is checking your financial reality daily. Most people avoid looking at their money. They avoid bank apps, credit card balances, or financial planning because it makes them uncomfortable. But avoidance creates distance, and distance creates chaos. When you check your finances daily, even for just a minute, something powerful happens. Money stops being mysterious. It becomes something you are aware of and in control of. This habit is not about judging yourself. It's about staying connected to your financial world. Look at your balances, review your spending, observe without emotion. This simple act builds financial awareness, and awareness is the foundation of financial power. The second habit is speaking about money differently. Words shape perception, and perception shapes decisions. Pay attention to the phrases many people use every day. "I'm always broke." Money disappears so fast. "I'll never be rich." Even when said jokingly, these statements train your brain to expect financial struggle. Instead, start using language that reflects growth and responsibility. Say things like, "I'm learning how to manage money better. I'm improving my financial habits. I'm building wealth step by step." This isn't about pretending you're already rich. It's about removing the identity of scarcity from your daily thinking. Over time, this shift changes how you approach opportunities, risks, and investments. Habit number 3 is spending with intention, not impulse. Every purchase carries energy. When you buy something impulsively, it usually comes from emotion, boredom, stress, or comparison. But intentional spending comes from clarity. Before buying something, ask yourself a simple question. Does this move my life forward? Sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is no. Intentional spending doesn't mean you stop enjoying life. It means your money starts working in alignment with your priorities instead of against them. This habit creates a powerful shift. Instead of feeling like money disappears, you begin to feel like money is being directed. That's a very different financial vibration. The fourth habit is feeding your mind with financial knowledge every day. Most people consume hours of entertainment daily, but they spend almost no time learning about money. Imagine what would happen if you dedicated just 10 minutes a day to understanding wealth. Reading about investing, listening to financial podcasts, studying how successful people think about money. 10 minutes doesn't sound like much, but over a year, that's more than 60 hours of financial education. That knowledge compounds. Your decisions improve, your confidence grows, and slowly you begin to see opportunities others miss. Money often flows toward people who understand how it works. And understanding comes from daily exposure. The fifth habit, and one of the most powerful, is acting like a builder, not a consumer. Consumers spend money. Builders create value. Every day, ask yourself a simple question. What did I build today? Maybe you improved a skill. Maybe you created content. Maybe you worked on a business idea. Maybe you strengthened a professional connection. Builders focus on creating assets, opportunities, and systems. Consumers focus only on buying experiences. The moment you begin identifying as someone who builds things, ideas, businesses, networks, knowledge, your financial trajectory starts changing. Because wealth is rarely created through consumption, it's created through creation. Now here's the key insight that connects all these habits together. Money vibration is really about daily alignment, not motivation, not luck, alignment. Alignment between your thoughts, your actions, and the financial future you want to create. Checking your finances builds awareness. Speaking about money differently reshapes your identity. Intentional spending builds discipline. Daily learning builds knowledge. And thinking like a builder creates value. Each habit alone is helpful, but together they create a completely different relationship with money. And that relationship is what ultimately determines your financial direction. Because money rarely flows toward chaos. It flows toward clarity, responsibility, and growth. And those qualities are built one day at a time. If you start practicing even 2 or 3 of these habits consistently, you'll notice something interesting. Your mindset shifts, your decisions improve, and opportunities that once felt invisible begin to appear. Not because the world suddenly changed, but because you did. And that change is the real starting point of financial transformation. If you want to go deeper into building a strong money mindset and applying these habits in a practical way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Here we break down the psychology, habits, and systems that help ordinary people build extraordinary financial lives. And in the description, you'll also find a simple resource that helps you start organizing these daily habits step by step. Use it as your starting point, because the real secret to raising your money vibration isn't complicated. It's simply deciding that every day from now on, you're going to operate at a higher financial level.